is your number one independent radio, Ray Power 100.5 FM Abuja. Hello and welcome to the news desk. I am Chukwuyo Nomonka. First, the headlines. President Tinubu approves over 3 trillion naira plan to fix Nigeria's power sector. Police confirm 9 dead following attack in Benue community, launch investigation. Burkina Faso rejects reports that over 1,800 civilians killed since junta seized power. And Iran says intelligence chief killed by U.S.-Israeli strike. Details shortly.
As the news drops, it breaks with us. Join us for news on the hour every hour. News desk at 12 noon, Metro News at 4 p.m. Enjoy infotainment, breaking and sports news at their best 24/7.
This is Ray Power FM News.
And now the news detail. President Bola Tinubu has approved a 3.3 trillion naira payment plan aimed at resolving long-standing debts in Nigeria's power sector and restoring reliable electricity supply across the country. The approval follows a comprehensive review of legacy debts accumulated between February 2015 and March 2025 under the Presidential Power Sector Financial Reforms Program. The government described the agreed sum as a full and final settlement designed to bring transparency and stability to the sector. According to a statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, on Sunday, the implementation process is already underway, with 15 power generation companies signing settlement agreements valued at 2.3 trillion naira. The statement noted that the federal government has so far raised 501 billion naira to fund the payments, out of which 223 billion naira has been disbursed, with additional payments in progress. Officials say the intervention is expected to improve electricity generation and overall supply, as settling debts across the power value chain will enable power plants to operate more efficiently and consistently. The Benue State Police Command has confirmed Saturday's attack on Ambassador Mbalom Community, Gwe East Local Government Area, where suspected armed headsmen attacked the community, resulting in loss of lives and injuries. A statement by the police public relations officer, DSP Edet Udeme, said following a distress report, police mobilized to the area where a combined team of security personnel conducted a thorough search of the affected community, during which 9 corpses were recovered and have been evacuated to the General Hospital, Aliade. According to Edet, preliminary findings indicated that the incident followed heightened tensions within the locality, while the command said it is aware of varying accounts surrounding the circumstances of the attack. Edet said a comprehensive investigation is ongoing to ascertain the facts and ensure that all those responsible are identified and brought to justice. The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, says its performance management system training is to strengthen the capacity of its key personnel with essential skills in order to provide a structured roadmap for cascading the new policy. The 3-day performance management training held in Port Harcourt is part of ongoing exercise to ensure that top management are fully abreast with the new policy on staff appraisal. Ray Powers, Chibuchi Chuku reports.
The 3-day performance management system training brought together directors and designated change champions from the NDDC headquarters and its state offices to Port Harcourt. The Director of Planning Research and Statistics of the NDDC, Patterson Ogon, said the training is aimed at enhancing overall efficiency and accountability on staff performance appraisal.
Is to ensure that for every staff who is also engaged in this process of productivity, we know what you're doing. We know what the value they are bringing into the system. We'll be able to measure the progress, and their role in the organization's expectations.
The source person said the new policy will serve as a strategic tool to track progress, identify gaps, and facilitate data-driven decision making. Some of the participants commended the NDDC management for the training.
So far, so good. It's very encouraging and very engaging. Everybody's excited in this new phase.
Very timely intervention for the fact that we are now changing over from the usual upper forms to a new system of evaluating, assessing staff.
The performance management system policy is a federal government initiative designed to assess staff performance on a regular basis. Chibuchi Chukwu, Port Harcourt.
The police in Niger State have confirmed the death of a 25-year-old student, Sheyi Simon, of Federal University of Education, Kontagora, Niger State. The incident was said to have occurred during a party organized by the students for the newly admitted students at the school hall. Confirming the incident, the spokesman of the police, Superintendent Wasiu Abiodun, said on April 5th at about 1:40 a.m., it was reported at a division Katangora that during a party organized by the students for the newly admitted students, there was a misunderstanding. According to him, the face-off between the 18-year-old Jafar Musa of the Angwangwari area of Katangora with Sheyi Simon, who is a student of the school, led to a fight between the duo. Unfortunately, Musa stabbed the student with a dagger, who was rushed to the General Hospital Katangora, where he was confirmed dead. The police added that the suspect has been arrested for further investigation. Gombe State is making a push to modernize its education system and position the state for academic excellence through the integration of digital literacy into its secondary school system. The initiative aims to prepare students for the upcoming transition to computer-based testing in external examinations. The State Commissioner for Education, Associate Professor Aishatu Megari, announced this during the distribution of specialized teaching aids and training materials for educators. The Ministry of Education is prioritizing the deployment of these resources to ensure that teachers are fully equipped for the state's rapid shift towards digital learning. You are listening to the News Desk on Ray Power 100.5 FM. In the news, Onyediocha resigns as Minister of State, Labour and Employment. Inspector General of Police orders nationwide deployment of personnel for hitch-free Easter celebration. And still to come, US deports 8 people of African origin to Uganda. Russian chose Easter escalation over ceasefire, says Zelensky. Plus business, entertainment, sports, and weather. Do stay with us.
As the news drops, it breaks with us. Join us for news on the hour every hour. News desk at 12 noon, Metro News at 4 p.m. Enjoy infotainment, breaking and sports news at their best 24/7.
This is Ray Power FM News.
Welcome back to the news and apologies for the earlier headline. Burkina Faso has rejected a report that said more than 1,800 civilians have been killed in acts amounting to crimes against humanity in the 3 years since Ibrahim Traore seized power. The government on Sunday called the Human Rights Watch report false, dismissing the findings as conjecture and serious unfounded claims. The report has only one purpose: to demonize the country's troops who have always fought with professionalism, its statement added. The government has dismissed previous accusations that their forces have killed civilians. Last week, HRW attributed most of the killings, 1,255, to the military and allied militias. Iran says the intelligence chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Majid Kademi, was killed in a U.S.-Israeli strike on Monday morning. Israel later claims responsibility. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump appeared to set a deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz on Tuesday. In an expletive-laden threat on Iranian infrastructure, Trump said Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped it up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. In response, Iran warned of much more devastating retaliation. The US president is due to give an update later on the operation to rescue an American airman who was in a fighter jet that was shot down over Iran.
And now a business update from Ray Power 100 FM.
Nigeria's bank verification number database grew to 68.6 million in March 2026 as more Nigerians registered to link their bank accounts. This is according to newly released data by the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System. The figure, however, shows a slowdown in the rate of new registrations for the number compared with previous years, just as the Central Bank of Nigeria introduced new rules last month.
This is entertainment news on Ray Power 100.5 FM.
Grammy-winning singer, songwriter, and producer Tems has opened up about her struggles with self-rejection, revealing that it affected her relationships with people who cared for her. In an interview, Tems stated that she was accustomed to rejecting herself, which made it difficult for her to accept love from others. Tems emphasized the importance of self-awareness, encouraging others to examine and understand their affairs.
Ray Power Sport.
Mikel Arteta has urged shell-shocked Arsenal to embrace a major test of their character as they seek to recover from a pair of devastating defeats in Tuesday's Champions League quarter-final at Sporting Lisbon. Arteta's side suffered a shock 2-1 defeat at second-tier Southampton in the FA Cup quarter-finals on Saturday, a fortnight after losing 2-0 to Manchester City in the League Cup final. The Gunners had been chasing an unprecedented quadruple until their domestic cup dreams were demolished in painful fashion. The chastening loss to Southampton was only Arsenal's fifth defeat this season and marks the first time they have been beaten in successive games in this campaign.
Ray Power weather.
Predominantly sunny skies will prevail across the northern region with localized thunderstorms later in the day. The calm warmth in central region may give way for isolated thunderstorms with light rains over Benue, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kwara, and the Federal Capital Territory later in the day. The increased rainfall activity in the southern region most part of the day will lead to reduced visibility and disruption to outdoor activities. And now the last line. According to Oprah Winfrey, American host and television producer, we can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. And that's it for the news desk. As produced by Ehi Ankeli Ocheme, I am Chukuyunum Onwuka. You can listen to us online on Radio Garden, online Radio Box, and tuning.com at Ray Power 100.5 FM Abuja, or watch us on YouTube at Ray Power Abuja. News on the hour comes up at 1 p.m. Good afternoon.
Providing 360 degrees of information and entertainment. Reloaded for today's Niger.
Ray Power.
Ray Power.
Ray Power. Ray Power.
Nigeria's original independent radio station.